Well done, Niantic. You finally did it. We got something new. So earlier today, a new update went live on Pokemon Go, and that was the update for the daily quests. A little bit of a small update, you know, quality of life, pretty awesome. We got to see a bunch of rewards for logging in daily. So every time you log on, catch a Pokemon, you're gonna get extra XP, and every time you log on a day and do a Pokestop, you get extra XP and a bunch of extra items from that Pokestop. However, there is some controversial changes to this update. They've also gone ahead and made it so that they've speed locked being able to do Pokestops. This kind of breaks the whole, you know, going through on the highway, someone else driving and spinning all the Pokestops. You can't do that anymore, apparently. I don't know whether or not you can do that with your Pokemon Go Plus. I'm yet to try that out. It's, you know, just come out today. I will let you know in my next episode of Pokemon Go how that works. But the other update was to try and mitigate this whole, you know, lock the Pokestops kind of thing. For the next 4 days, I believe, they're going to have increased Pokemon spawn rates in the official post. They put that. So a couple other updates for this version as well is that the gym for friendly battles has been nerfed. You now only get like half the XP or prestige. So it's a little hard to put your Pokemon in the gyms, but apparently you get more for defeating, you know, bad gyms now, apparently. Like, not your gyms. Also, you've got minor text fixes, but the bigger part of this update is, of course, that they've gotten all this backlash, so they've said, you know what, we'll celebrate, you'll find more items from Pokestops, and you'll get more Pokemon out in the world. This was posted on Reddit today. Have a look at this. 30 different Pokemon spawned in this guy's apartment. 30 Pokemon. Like, I don't know, he just roughly said 30. I don't really know how many that is counting. I'm going to count it right now. I counted 28, but I probably could have got 29 out of that. Roughly 30 Pokemon. So this increased spawn rate might be something to work with. I might go and try it out later today if I can. It looks pretty interesting to see what could potentially be out there. But that also isn't the big thing of what is in this update today. The data miners, they be out there and they have found Gen 2 in the code of the latest update and a lot of other things as well. They haven't got new moves into the database just yet, but levels and how their stats work have all been leaked in the database, and this looks pretty interesting. So we think, speculating right now, that Gen 2 may release sometime between now and the end of 2016, which is just under 2 months. So there is things to look forward to. There's got to be something they're going to do around Christmas, and if they did it with Gen 2, that would be amazing. I personally think that we might get an update when Sun and Moon comes out that'll drop Alola Pokemon, which is like their forms for the special 151 Pokemon. I think if they did that, that would be a really good marketing move on their half, so that it would easily, you know, transition people to buy the game on the 3DS. I think it'd be a perfect marketing move, but I don't know if they'll do it. It would make sense on why they haven't done anything now, because they've been rushing to get it done. I don't know, that's just me speculating 100%. But yes, Gen 2, all 100 additional Pokemon found in the code of the latest update. So that means, yeah, we could potentially see it soon. And with that on the horizon, someone on Reddit has gone ahead and calculated all of the max CPs for the Pokemon that will be in here. And have a look at what we got. So from face value, there isn't a crazy amount of high CP Pokemon. Like, this is all in regards to their max CP. The one thing taking away from this, though, is that we will finally have a good electric type Pokemon. Ampharos with a max CP of 2.6k. That's really exciting. Crobat, another one with 2.3. All the starters are around 2.6 to 2.4. There isn't any big ones. Obviously, you have your pseudo legendaries, which is your Tyranitar. He's going to come in at just over 3.5, so that's pretty interesting. He actually has the same max CP as Lugia. Ho-Oh, obviously, with the biggest one out of this whole set at 4.1, which is still lower than Mewtwo when he actually comes out. Celebri's pretty low at 3.2, and then we've got Suicune and all the other dogs at around 3. Blissey's still holding on to a very, very low CP, just like Chansey, so the max is 1100 or 1200 on Blissey. Kind of really, you know, disappointing to see, because I have enough Chansey candies to get a Blissey, so that's going to be disappointing. And then, yeah, everything else does look pretty low. Porygon 2 coming at 2.6. We got a Delibird. Is that, am I reading that right? No, that's Octillery coming at 2.5 as well. And then we've also got a Donphan at 2.4. Ursaring, surprisingly, 2.6 as well. And yeah, I'm just highlighting the big ones, of course. I got Umbreon and Espeon at 2.2 apiece, so kind of like a Flareon, I guess you could say, in terms of how they evolve. How you're actually going to get them, though, is going to be interesting. And yeah, just a bunch more around 2k As far as the lowest CP goes, looks to be all of the baby Pokemon, around 4... Shuckle! Oh my god, Shuckle is less than 400 for its max CP. Oh, that's sad. Come on. Smeargle also ridiculously low, and so is Tyrogue. And yeah, that's going to be Generation 2. I also just want to make sure you guys remember my kind of little guess that I made in a top 5 video, I think it was a while back, where I guessed which Pokemon would be the regional ones from this set. Now, I really kind of don't want them to put regional Pokemon out again, because that'll make me have to go back to these places. I'd be really, really pissed if that happens. But my bets are that we're going to have the Quillfish Pokemon. Yeah, it's called Quillfish, I believe. I reckon that's going to be in Japan. I reckon Australia is going to get Corsola because we have the Great Barrier Reef. And then I think the NA people are going to have Stantler, the reindeer. And then I think Europe could have Smeargle. They're like my bets. Those are my bets. If I get all 4 of those right, I want someone to send me money because that's pretty good, I think. Okay, so a little bit of bad news. I've actually lost my Pokemon Go Plus band just before I go to London. So I'm going to be tearing everything up in my house tonight before I leave. Hopefully I do find that. But right now, I'm just at a petrol station. Now this place notoriously near me has been like a little bit of a cluster spawn. It'll spawn like 5 or 6 Pokemon at a time. So I'm wondering if coming here today, I'll be able to see something different, maybe try and replicate that, maybe we might be able to try and replicate that screenshot that we saw earlier today with 30 Pokemon and get maybe a couple. Let's see how we go. Okay, so all the screen recorders don't work right now in the game, so I'm just waiting for it to update. This is exactly where we are, and hopefully it will load in soon and have a bunch of Pokemon. Here we go. Unless they removed Pokemon spawns from the area. What the hell? Where'd they go? It's not right. Actually, yeah, no internet connectivity. Oh my god, okay. Oh my god, alright, there we go. I thought it wasn't gonna work, there we go. 3 Eevees, 1 Pikachu, and a bunch of other Pokemon. There's about almost 10 Pokemon on my screen right now. I think there's 9 exactly. That is crazy. Only 6 come up on sightings. So there you go. Cluster spawns. Oh, I wish I was playing Pokemon right now. I'm gonna have to check out the airport in tomorrow's episode, but as you can see, spawns have definitely been increased. I should go hit up Southport for a Lapras, but I don't have time before I leave. Can't believe it. I've lost my Pogo Plus band. I am really pissed off right now. I pulled apart the whole house. I can't find it anywhere. It was on the car ride to me back home when I came back from Melbourne. And the reason I know this is because there was traffic that slowed down the highway to like 10 kilometers, so I turned on my band. So it's definitely somewhere in this house or in my car. I just can't find it anywhere. But anyways, guys, I have one other piece of news for you before we wrap up this video, and that is that the Ditto has actually had a little bit of a, I guess, sneak peek into the code as well. The move transform, Ditto's like, signature move, has been added to the database. So, potentially, we could see a Ditto in the near future as well. Now that he should probably all be there. But yeah, that's going to do for today's video, guys. Hope you went on to enjoy it. If you guys did, let me know with a like rating down below. Sorry there wasn't too much gameplay. Obviously, not much these days counts as progress. But hopefully see you guys soon, and I'll probably see you on my adventure to London next. Later, guys. And I really need to find my Pogo Plus player, and I'm going to miss out on all those easy Ks on the tarmac. So, this is going to be fun.